Welcome to House Envy. Today we begin an unforgettable renovation journey through an ancient villa, blending chic modern updates with timeless historic charm. In this series we'll walk every room, assess original features, and show practical ways to preserve heritage while adding contemporary comfort. If you love design, renovation storytelling, and careful preservation, subscribe, like, and comment to join the conversation. This introduction lays out our roadmap. We'll examine structural needs, restore ornate details, choose sympathetic materials, update systems for comfort, and reimagine interiors with a refined modern eye. Expect before and after reveals, slow detail shots of stonework and plaster, and hands-on decisions that respect history. Watch closely, the creative choices balance authenticity with present-day living. Across these chapters we'll also share budget strategies, craft-driven solutions, and sourcing tips for period-appropriate fixtures and modern conveniences. We'll focus on real-world constraints and inspiring outcomes that will help homeowners and designers imagine their own projects. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment if you want more deep-dive renovation guides like this one. Understanding the villa's history is essential before any intervention. We trace construction phases, past repairs, and original materials to establish a restoration baseline. This context informs decisions about which elements to conserve, which to adapt, and where modern insertions will be least intrusive. Archival photos, local craftsmanship records, and careful on-site study guide the choices that honor the villa's soul. We examine decorative plaster, original tile patterns, carved stone portals, and surviving wooden beams to determine historical significance. Each discovery becomes a design constraint and inspiration. A faded fresco suggests a palette, an original threshold guides floor decisions, and moschetto tiles inform patterns. This measured approach ensures interventions read as respectful continuations rather than pastiche or erasure. Documenting condition and chronology also helps when applying for conservation grants or approvals. Clear photographic records and measured drawings allow craftsmen to replicate details and engineers to plan reinforcements. Preserving narrative layers, scars of past lives, adds authenticity and storytelling value to the final renovated home, making it richer and more meaningful. A thorough structural assessment is the backbone of any successful renovation. We engage structural engineers to test foundation integrity, check for settlement, and inspect roof timbers for rot or insect damage. Stabilization work can be minimally visible yet massively important. Underpinning, discrete reinforcement, and moisture control protect historic fabric while enabling modern interventions. Safety and longevity are priorities before design choices proceed. We document cracks, deflection, and water pathways, using non-invasive tools where possible, moisture meters, infrared scans, and targeted probes. Where historic beams are compromised, careful consolidation or sympathetic replacement with reclaimed timber maintains character. Planning for seismic or climate resilience is integrated into conservation, ensuring the villa remains safe and beautiful for decades to come. Budgeting for structural work early prevents surprises and preserves design intent. Many aesthetic decisions hinge on structural solutions. An open living room, a restored mezzanine, or a new skylight all require a structural plan that respects load paths and historic detailing. Prioritizing these tasks makes the rest of the renovation more predictable and rewarding. Our design vision balances historic authenticity with contemporary comfort, restore character-defining elements while introducing modern lines, refined materials, and functional planning. The goal is not mimicry but respectful conversation between eras. Thoughtful insertions, a streamlined kitchen, subtle steel elements, or a soft neutral palette, should read as contemporary companions to original features, not loud replacements. We develop a clear material and color palette grounded in the villa's existing tones: warm stone, sun-washed plaster, aged timber, and muted terracotta. Modern additions use sympathetic scale and texture, matte metals, soft linen fabrics, and refined stone slabs, to create contrast without conflict. This harmony elevates both the old and the new. Spatial decisions prioritize light, circulation, and lived-in comfort. We aim to restore meaningful sightlines to focal architectural details while opening rooms where historically appropriate. Smart zoning, subtle partitions, and bespoke joinery create layered interiors that feel both luxurious and lived in, bridging centuries of craft with contemporary lifestyle. Material selection is where concept becomes tactile reality. We prioritize breathable, long-lasting, and locally sourced materials: lime plaster, reclaimed terracotta, hand-cut stone, and sustainably sourced timber. Combining these with modern, durable surfaces, honed stone countertops, matte metal fittings, and engineered underfloor heating-compatible slabs, gives the villa a layered, authentic, and comfortable finish. Choosing finishes means testing color under changing daylight and matching repair mortars to original textures. We prefer subtle contrasts so new elements are legible but not jarring: a modern concrete hearth flanked by repaired stone, custom oak windows with discrete thermally broken frames, and natural pigments in paint for a sun-washed look. These measured choices preserve atmosphere. Sourcing matters. Reclaimed floorboards, artisanal tiles, and local stone both conserve resources and root the renovation in place. Where modern substitutes are used, high-performance glazing, discrete insulation, craft and finish quality must remain high so details read as intentional, refined upgrades rather than compromise. The result is durability married to authenticity. Architectural details tell the villa's story: cornices, columns, niches, and ironwork. We catalog every element, which carvings are original, which are later additions, and which can be sensitively repaired. Conserving patina lends character, while selective reinstatement of missing elements can restore compositional balance without resorting to conjectural reconstruction. This is careful choreography in material form. Where details are lost beyond repair, we use subtle contemporary interpretation, a simplified cornice with matching shadow lines, or an elegant new balustrade inspired by original motifs but rendered with modern restraint. The intent is to let original craftsmanship remain the protagonist while new interventions read as honest companions. Ironwork, shutters, and hardware are small features with big visual impact. Reproducing hand-forged hinges, polishing historic brass, and choosing lighting that respects scale creates coherence. These decisions, often overlooked, are pivotal in making a renovated villa feel unified and lovingly restored. Transforming interiors requires respecting load-bearing constraints and historic room proportions while enhancing modern circulation and comfort. Sometimes removing a non-original partition dramatically improves daylight and flow, other times, introducing discrete openings or glazed connectors keeps rooms legible but airy. Each plan change is tested against sightlines, acoustic comfort, and original focal points so the villa reads as both gracious and practical. We favor interventions that reveal original character, exposing a stone hearth, polishing a terracotta floor, or uncovering a hidden niche. New elements, bespoke cabinetry, integrated storage, and unobtrusive mechanical runs, are designed to tuck into the architecture rather than dominate it. The aim is lived elegance, spaces that perform beautifully and feel calm. Practical details like navigable thresholds, generous clearances, and layered lighting make the home usable without sacrificing beauty. Where comfort requires change, adding en-suite bathrooms or modern kitchens, we locate them thoughtfully, preserving principal rooms and circulation paths. The result is an interior that supports modern routines while celebrating heritage. Lighting is transformative. Natural light animates texture and reveals the villa's character, while layered artificial light creates comfort after dusk. We prioritize daylight strategies, restoring original openings, adding carefully placed skylights, and using translucent shutters to modulate sun. Natural light planning preserves fabric while enhancing the dramatic interplay of shadow and surface across the day. Complementing daylight, layered artificial lighting emphasizes features and supports tasks, subtle uplighting on cornices, warm wall washers for frescoes, and task lighting in kitchens and bathrooms. Fixtures are chosen for scale and finish that complement period details, matte metals, opal glass, and discrete recessed trims, so illumination feels crafted, not aftermarket. Controls and color temperature matter, warm whites for living zones, cooler tones for task areas, and dimming for mood. Integrating lighting with smart controls and energy-efficient sources ensures the villa is beautiful and sustainable. Thoughtful lighting design gives each space a sense of ceremony and everyday ease. The landscape frames the villa's arrival sequence and extends its historic character outdoors. We research historic planting palettes and restore terraces, pathways, and water elements where present. Prioritizing drought-tolerant native species and heirloom plant varieties creates a living context that complements the house, while garden rooms and sightlines reconnect interior views with curated outdoor moments. Hardscape materials are chosen to match villa character: worn stone pavers, reclaimed terracotta, and subtle low walls that define levels. Garden furniture and lighting echo interior materials so exterior and interior feel cohesive. Thoughtful grading and drainage protect foundations while enhancing garden microclimates for long-term success. Planting layers, canopy, shrubs, perennials, and ground cover provide seasonal interest and privacy. Restored orchards or olive groves can rebuild cultural landscape and supply fruit, while fragrant hedgerows gently perfume outdoor rooms. Landscape restoration makes the villa feel like a complete, lived-in estate rather than an isolated building. Integrating modern systems discreetly is vital: efficient heating, improved insulation, sympathetic plumbing, and upgraded electrical with careful routing preserve aesthetics while delivering comfort. We select low-visibility solutions: underfloor heating beneath restored floor finishes, discrete AC with hidden returns, and high-performance glazing designed to replicate historic profiles. These modern comforts can be nearly invisible when well integrated. Sustainability is central: heat pump systems, rainwater capture for irrigation, LED lighting, and well-planned ventilation reduce environmental impact. When retrofitting insulation, breathable materials prevent trapped moisture that damages historic fabric. Smart controls help monitor energy use and maintain ideal conditions, keeping the villa comfortable and conserving resources across seasons. Working with MEP engineers early ensures systems respect conservation constraints. Practical considerations: routing ductwork, locating condensers, and concealing panels, are solved with architectural sensitivity. The result is a villa that performs to modern standards while honoring its original structure. Furnishings give personality and scale to the renovated villa. We blend curated antiques with contemporary pieces for a layered look: a restored provincial table beside a clean-lined sofa, vintage lighting with modern dimming, and handcrafted rugs that echo tile patterns. Each piece is chosen for proportion, texture, and dialogue with architectural elements so the rooms feel lived in and refined. Textiles and soft furnishings bring warmth, linen drapes to filter light, wool throws for texture, and cushions in muted palettes that reference the villa's historic pigments. Art and objects are placed to accent sightlines and frame architectural focal points rather than compete, ensuring the interior reads as calm, intentional, and welcoming. Sourcing becomes part of the story. Thrifted finds, bespoke upholstery, and local crafts add authenticity. Thoughtful placement for functionality, zone seating, layered rugs, and balanced scale, turns each room into a comfortable living tableau that feels both contemporary and timeless. As we reach the final reveal, the villa stands renewed, structural integrity secured, original character conserved, and modern comfort seamlessly integrated. The story we've told balances patience, craft, and restraint so the villa reads as both historic and fully livable. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment to tell us which detail you loved most. We hope these ideas, practical strategies, material choices, and design thinking, spark your own projects or renovations. Renovating an ancient villa is a layered process that rewards research and collaboration with skilled craftspeople. Preservation-minded design can yield homes that are comfortable, efficient, and rich with meaning. Thanks for following our Ancient Villa Renovation 2025 series on House Envy. For more tours, styling tips, and renovation case studies, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment with your questions or project stories. We love hearing your ideas and will cover them in future videos.